Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm Bree from BriannaLentz.com, and today I have
I'm Fiona. I'm 9 years old.
And who are you?
Fiona.
Fiona?
Lentz.
Lentz.
Yeah.
My daughter. And my daughter Julz is behind the camera. So if you hear somebody in the background, it's Julzy.
Yeah.
So Fiona, what is your current obsession?
Orcas.
Orcas?
Yes.
Like this one?
Yep.
Yeah? Okay, so today's video is about the crochet amigurumi pattern, all in the Orca. And so today I'm doing a review on this pattern that I bought from Little Green Bear on Etsy. This pattern was less than $3 and it was a PDF download. I'm not revealing anything about the pattern from showing this to you. So Fiona, how do you think that the Orca came out?
I think it came out great.
You think it came out great?
Mm-hmm.
And I did not bribe her to say that, by the way.
Yeah, she didn't.
Did you ask me to make you an Orca?
Yes.
Yeah. And
I got to choose the pattern.
And you got to choose the pattern. That's right. I showed her quite a few different Orcas, and you really wanted
This one.
this one. Yes.
I love it.
And you love it. Yeah. I'm happy with how it came out too.
Me too.
Yeah. So Alwyn the Orca is pretty big. I mean, you can see compared to us how big he is. He's got embellishing on the bottom. So you have this big tube that you crochet, and I use Red Heart Super Saver yarn in black and white, and I use 12mm eyes. So you do all of this, you have increases and then decreases, and then you go and you expand down to the fin, or to the, what is this called, the tail, or is this the back fin? You don't know, okay. And then, so you do that, and then this piece is complete, and then you make the top fins, the three other parts, they're called something.
That isn't a back fin. That's a tail.
Okay, so this is the tail, not a back fin. Okay, and then you do the dorsal top fin, and you do the two pectoral side fins. And you crochet those separately, and then you stuff them, and then you attach them, and then you do the bottom white part, which is its body, this embellishment here, and then you sew this on, which took a while, and then you do the two white patches on the sides, which are next to the eye, not inside, or like not around the eye, which was something new that we learned. So I have uploaded a few different reviews on different amigurumi crochet patterns, and I think that this is the hardest one that I've done. Even harder than the dinosaur with hatching egg. And that might just be me, to where I did not click with this pattern. I didn't find it very intuitive. My row counts didn't match. Like at the end of my rows, when I was increasing, didn't match, and my decreases didn't match. Like I was constantly doing something wrong. And it could be that because I was crocheting with black yarn, which is hard. If you crochet with black yarn like I did, I highly recommend a headlamp. That's what I did, and it worked out really, really well. I didn't feel like I struggled to see the chains, but it could have been when I was decreasing that I wasn't doing it right, just because it was black yarn. So it might not have been the pattern, but the fact that I was crocheting with black yarn. However, when it came to sewing everything together, I feel like when you have every amigurumi crochet pattern is going to be different, because you're creating a different animal. There's going to be different steps, right?
Yeah.
So when you have, Fiona, like when you're following a pattern, do you feel like there should be more directions or less directions if you want to get the same result as the pattern you bought?
More directions.
More directions, right? Because that's going to help you understand better. Like you're doing a project right now and we're stuck on the ladders, and we feel like we could be given a little bit more visual.
I have no idea what to do.
Yeah, because there isn't a lot of visual. Like she has quite a few pictures in here. What I needed help with, like I just feel like more is always better with a crochet pattern. And I know for writing crochet patterns, you feel like you're giving way too much information. I get that. However, with amigurumi, more is always better to help the person get the final result. Hey, Julz, Fiona, just roll.
Mine.
I know, just roll with it right now. Julzy, that's the only page that you write on. Do you understand? That's not yours. Okay. So anyway, this I would say is an intermediate pattern. I would say if you're a beginner, always just go for it if you're a beginner. Would I recommend this pattern to a beginner? no. I would say this was probably one of the hardest crochet patterns I've done to date. With that being said, I did it in a few days. It didn't take me very long to make, and I'm very happy with the results. She loves it. The internet loved it on Instagram. It was very well received after I made it and I posted a reel about it. And it does look like an orca whale. So the pattern does give you a very realistic finish, and I am very happy to have made it. Something else that I would like to talk about is gauge. When your pattern tells you, like this one says that she used a size E 3.5 millimeter hook, you should probably follow that.
Or else you could end up with this.
Yeah, this behemoth. So I tend, when I do amigurumi, to go do like a size H 5 millimeter hook, which is really big. But I like having the bigger finishes, and usually I don't have a problem. But this is a tube. So when you go too big and you start filling it, it's going to become extremely distorted. And yeah, it blew up, right?
Like a pufferfish.
And I don't like a pufferfish, exactly. And I don't normally like discard stuff that I work on. I'm normally like, it'll be fine, I'm just gonna finish it. I couldn't with this. It expanded way too much. It didn't hold its shape. It's all lumpy, it's all wonky, and it just wasn't right. It looks like a seal or a manatee, not a whale. I mean, look at the size difference. I mean, it's pretty big.
I want it to be a manatee.
Here you go. So I actually crocheted him this orca. Well, actually, it's not an orca, it's a female. What did you name your orca?
Luna.
Luna, yeah. So this is Luna, a
because
she.
It reminded me of space, and when I get older, I want a YouTube channel named Origami Crafting.
Oh my goodness, I like that. I like that. No one take that. That's hers. So anyway, yeah, your gauge matters. I actually crocheted this orca in a size F 3.75 millimeter hook just because I hate using tiny crochet hooks. But it's necessary when you want a really good result. So definitely I would recommend a size 3.5 or 3.75 millimeter depending on how tight of a crocheter you are.
Yeah, but it is good.
Yeah, and it turned out I'm happy with it. I think it was just tight enough. I would not go to a size G. That would be too big. So size matters. When you're doing gauge and amigurumi, it's really important. And then I was really careful to stuff it, but not overstuff it. And I think I was able to sew everything on pretty well. I'm happy with the result. You can't see the mistakes I made because it's in black. It's all hidden anyway. And if you have sewn things on before, you're going to do really well. If this is your first time sewing amigurumi together, you might struggle a little bit. But I highly recommend a headlamp. That will make your life easier.
You know what that Alwyn was a he?
Oh, Alwyn is a girl on here too. Well, I don't know. So, yeah, would I recommend this? Like I said, I would recommend any pattern, anybody, challenge yourself. I think this is an intermediate pattern. If you're doing amigurumi, I would not choose this as my first amigurumi crochet project. No. However, it was really great. And I feel like orcas are pretty popular right now. You're super into marine biology. Like you really love paleontology, and that has moved into like marine
biology, and I think the next phase will be biology.
Just regular biology,
yeah,
a whole.
Just regular.
Well, that's pretty great because we're doing home-based education. We're doing homeschool this year, and our first science unit is in
Marine biology.
Marine biology. So when she asked me to make her this orca, absolutely. You know, you want to feed your kids' desire to learn. You want to make that learning world as real and lively as possible because they're not going to memorize it. They're going to learn it. They're going to retain it. They're going to take it with them. She's going to hopefully look back and be like, oh man, orcas. Like it's just going to string together all of these pieces of information. And while I made this, or after I made this, what book did you start reading? Because there might be some big orca fans here for other kids. Like you're 9, you're in 4th grade, and you're at 8th grade reading level. Okay, and you're reading
A Whale of the Wild.
A Whale of the Wild. Okay.
I'm really in love with this book. And then there's another book called A Wolf Called Wonder.
Oh, so that's gonna be about. Well, it's interesting because orcas are called the wolves of the sea, right?
Yeah. So here's a real size of a orca tooth. They already know.
No, we were doing a new video.
Yeah.
This is our second time recording this video because we were off center.
Yeah.
And this is Julz, and she's wearing an outfit that is in a video to come. So you'll see this. Spoiler alert. And you've also
Spoiler.
been drawing orcas. Would you like to share some of the drawings?
Yes, and don't forget, this was before we found out that orcas' eyes were not on the white side.
That's right. We learned that the patch is next to the eye, not over the eye
Yeah.
or around the eye.
Well, so this is one of them. I'm
Beautiful.
really happy with how this turned out. I'm obsessed with drawing orcas, but mostly mothers and their daughters or sons. Or babies.
Look, she's gonna show this one. She's gonna give me your hand, Julz.
And I painted this one with apple barrel, and then you can see a little jellyfish. And then on the back, before I did that, I drew another orca. And I think this is one of my favorite drawings. Another jellyfish, a tiny like minnow thing, and then prey.
So, all in all, great. Thank you for sharing your beautiful projects and your love for orca whales.
Can I show my thing I made?
Yeah, go run and get it. She's got one more thing.
Oh my, guess what? Minnows are fishies.
Yeah.
And also, I know how to play sharks and minnows.
So here she comes. Recently, I did a crochet unicorn pattern review, which I'll link down below if you want to see that one too. So I made Julz something this summer, and go ahead, come over here and show us this.
I think I would.
Oh, here, you want to show them? She's
So I also made a orca. This used to be like a boring old can, and Mom started painting it, and I was like, oh my gosh, I think I can make that into an orca. So here we are.
That's right. This was a can of beans.
Can of beans.
And now it's a beautiful, you use Posca pens, right?
Yeah.
So we did chalk paint because I was going to do something distressed. And then you said, Mom.
Orca.
Yep, so you drew kelp and orcas.
Yeah.
Or is it one big orca?
One big.
One big orca. I really like it. I like how it came out a lot.
And I put my favorite pencils in here.
Mm-hmm. All right, thank you for sharing. Do you want to come tell them thanks for watching and our whole spiel?
Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and share this video to any of your friends.
Yep, don't forget to comment down below. If you are obsessed with orcas or your kid's obsessed with orcas, would you do any of the projects that you saw today that Fiona made? Did you find it inspiring?
Hopefully.
And thank you for spending time with us.
And also, come back on don't.
Hold on, finish your thing.
And come back on Educating Wildflowers.
Yeah, don't forget to follow us on Educating Wildflowers, our other YouTube channel where we have a lot of home-based education videos. And I'll link our video down below too. Thank you. Bye, guys.